All right. Let's see. We get this show on the road. Good day, good vibes. Is that the right one? Did I do the right one? Hopefully I did the right one. Let me refresh this joint. Yep, I did the right one. We are live. We are live. What up, TR? Man, ain't it a good morning? Ain't it a good morning? All this news. We finna get right into it. Let me just let everybody know we are out here. Man. All right. Orlando in the building, Phantom. The moment we've been waiting for. Man, bills, and more bills, huh? I was thinking that we can get a good glimpse into the builder by going over the NBA templates. I know a lot of people are curious about the templates. 10 Toes, what up? Javon was good. Diamond Rough was good. Splash. Chosen in the building. Notorious McCoy. Feed me more. Where are the big man bills? There's only point guards. We got some big man bills. I got some big man bills to show you. Peace, God. What's good, bro? Shout out from upstate New York. Salute to you, the God Capo. Appreciate the love. Grizzly Cam. Problem. What up? Coach Z in the building. Driving to Philly from Tampa, waiting for this builder. I hear that. Yeah, we got you, man. We got you covered. Luca in the building. Paint defense looks the same as what Luca said. James. What up, James? On Demon Time is in the building. Let's get it. About to put on my church voice. And we about to get into this builder. Good times, man. Salute to y'all. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Gotta love it when we get this 2K news. And there's a ton to review. Salute to Underrated Reply Guy, by the way, because Underrated Reply Guy, just so you guys know, he's a member in our Discord, and he created a builder that you could input like your attributes and then see what badges you're gonna get and what levels you're gonna be able to get them. I reposted it on my Twitter, so you guys might want to check that out. It's pretty dope. What up, JB, Terrell, Harvey? Let's get into it, right? It's due time. That's what we're here for. Enough with all the hype. I don't be trying to like just waste you guys' time, because if we're going live, it's because we got information. For no other reason but that we got information and to connect. So might as well get it started. Let me pull up this information. We'll see. The homie said something about a big man build, so we'll start with a big man build. Like we got Jokic and we got Cat. Which one you guys want to see first, Jokic or Cat? We could talk about either one, and then from there we'll go right to a point guard build or a guard type of build, and we'll keep it pushing. We got defensive builds in here. Yo, what up, Ray? What's good, man? The builder look nice. What up, City? The builder does look nice. I ain't even gonna front. The builder does look nice. Let me pull it up. Let me get this thing going. The homie 10 Toes said Cat. All right, so that's what we pull up. 10 Toes. The guy Capo said Joker. The next one wins. All right, so it's Jokic then. Right. Yeah, 10 Toes. We had 2 for Jokic, and so we'll pull up. Unless we get another one by the time I pull it up for Cat. Let me go into the desktop. Let me go into the builder, and it is on the Jokic. On the Jokic. That's how you say it in Spanish. Jokic. Jokic. Yo, what's the guy's name? The Jokic? Yeah, the Jokic. It's the Joker. All right, let's see what this is looking like over here. If I could, oh, is it locked? What's going on? Image overlays. All right, there we go. Main image. Let's lower that a little bit and bring that up right here. I need to get maybe I should go into game, because I kind of wanted to take up the full screen. Well, I guess we could do it like this. Salutes, Jay Nuisance. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Let me see how many people are in the stream. I'm going to pull it up on screen right now just so y'all can see this Joker build. and then I'll try to hook up the gaming portion so that way I could get a bigger image. There we go. That's this Jokic build. And while y'all look at that, I will be checking how many folks we got in here. 119 in the building. That's what we like to see. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Yeesh. El Jokic. All right, so we're gonna review these builds and kind of break them down. I'm gonna go into. Let me see if I can switch to gaming. Give me 1 second, yeah. I'm gonna try to set this up on the gaming side of things. Give me 1 second. 1 second. That is that. So in gaming, we need to get rid of display capture. Elgato AC background, display capture. Webcam should be up, and there we go. Now that looks better. It's all messed up though. I thought I had set this up. I must have not set up the gaming side of things. But it's still good. I could use this. I'm gonna pull it back up. I'm gonna pull up the image again. What's this thing here? What's this for? Remember I had to come back to OBS. So that was pretty quick. That wasn't bad at all. All right, we're back on. There we go. Let me get rid of this vertical thing because this thing be throwing me off. Matter of fact, let me leave it because I don't want to mess it up for later. What up, Bando Music? What's goody? Love from New Zealand. Finesse9. Appreciate the love from New Zealand. Homie's getting the game early. Let me double check this thing because I can't be looking like that. Let me because give me 1 sec. I'm sorry it's taking a minute to set up, but at least you guys see the build up there and we could talk some more about it. I just want to make sure my webcam is straight. If I could find my webcam on here. Webcam. Okay. Let me go in here. Webcam. I might want to pull that down. And then, come on, webcam. Come on, webcam. I see you, webcam. Why is it not? Is it locked? Oh, it's locked. That's why. Okay. So webcam. Let me pull this up a little bit here. And there we go. Okay. Okay. And then we'll move this over a little bit because I wanted that there. And that is supposed to be like that. But why can't I move this over here? It's not supposed to be the end of that. That is not supposed to be the end of that. I should be seeing way more. That's interesting. We'll figure that out another time. That's good enough. All right, man. Sanchez, what up? Oh, City low key, I'm patched. Good thing I didn't buy the game. Nelson Q, 3 the year sweet spot is 89. You, what up, Heck? What's good? All City Big Heck in the building. All right, man. So let's review this. Now I'm kind of going through this with y'all because I haven't fully taken this stuff in to make comparisons on strengths. And I figured when these folks break down the builder, because my main thing is that the sliders and how the game plays when you're out there is really going to be more significant. Although the builder, you can get some insight as to how folks made the builds, you're still really not going to know which of these attributes are going to be effective depending on where 2K adjust those sliders for effectiveness. For instance, 99 steel, what's the percentage? The slider, what's the percentage on the amount of steals you'll get, say, every 10 steel animations? There's a lot of considerations in that as well, like skill of the player or whatnot. But definitely a lot of things to consider. So with the builder, I am not too I don't put too much stock into it, but it's good to give us some insight as to what a Jokic build looks like, because we know what's his play style supposed to be, so we can get an idea of what 2K thinks about a build like this. What up, God's Thriller? What's good? Do you think 2K has strategically planned patches to nerf popular builds to finesse us into making a new build? I'm not 100% sure. I'll tell you that much. I'm just not 100% sure. 2K's holding up their end of the bargain with information and builds and transparency. We'll see what happens when 2K releases in regards to VC. But as long as they continue to operate in this way, seemingly turning a new leaf, I will definitely limit how poorly or the way in which I talk poorly about 2K. So just keep that in mind. As long as they continue to deliver, I'll hold up my end of the bargain and try to be more optimistic and see the positive side of things. I'm really impressed with 2K24 so far, so hopefully we can continue to be impressed. Close shot. Do y'all hear me clear? Yeah, y'all hear me. On the Jokic bill, he has a 99 close shot. Driving layup is at an 80. Do you guys see these numbers clear? I'm not sure if you guys see these numbers clear. If you look closerly at it. Was it this image that I pulled up? 2K23 logo, right? It was the 2K23 logo. Yeah, it was that one. All right. Let me rename that. Builds. Okay. Yeah, 80. You know, you want to see how they distribute these. You know what I right off rip, because you know we was thinking about crystal clear. All right, appreciate y'all. So you guys remember that we were talking about like 2K turning it into like an archetype pie chart type of thing. So instantly when you look at this, because I was thinking 2 strengths, 2 categories for strength, 1 okay, and then 1 really weak. And when we look at this, you kind of see where I was going with it, because you know he has a heavy amount of finishing, but look at his shooting. You wouldn't even think, ideally, with all the restrictions that they like we were leaning towards, thinking that 2K was going to put some heavy restrictions on 2K24 builds. When you look at this, you kind of see the freedom. You kind of see that you can make something out there. If a Jokic build 6'11" can get an 83 ball and still have like a 95 close shot and a 90 post control, I think folks' eyes is wide open here. I don't know what y'all think. What up, Puerto Rico? Zidandara. So I don't know if you guys see what I see, but I see freedom. At least not as restrictive as I thought it was going to be. I could say that much, because he's got some finishing and he got really good shooting, and he was still able to get that pass accuracy above 90, which I thought that's where the limitation was going to be. I didn't think you was going to be able to have like 90s in your finishing and still get 80s in your shooting, which means you're going to be a knockdown shooter. And I didn't think you was going to get a 90 something for like in your playmaking at a 6'11". So imagine what other builds are gonna be like. So if you look at that and then you go into the interior defense as well, that's where he suffers at. He suffers an interior defense. I see an 86 defensive rebound. So you can see he's gonna get dogged. That's where he sacrificed. All City Big Red with the $20 super chat. Start it up. Appreciate it. All City Big Red. The GOAT is out here. We're gonna go crazy in 2K24. We sure are. This is your time. This is your time. It's a good time for all new creators. It's a good time to be on 2K. 2K24 is here. Look at the speed and acceleration. 60 speed at 6'11", 50 acceleration, strength at an 86. So obviously strength plays a factor, but his vertical is only a 63 at 6'11". Not too bad. But stamina is up. What I'm seeing here is freedom, y'all. I'm seeing freedom. It looks like we're going to move on to other builds, so that way we could get a better idea. Is this Jokic build? First of all, this is an NBA template build. That's first of all. This is a build that's preset for you. If you're new to 2K, you could actually choose to make this exact build, and everything will be preset for you. You just scroll to it, choose it, finish it, and move on, and your build is made. When you do that, as long as you don't modify any of the attributes, you will get all the animations tied into Jokic. So I think that's pretty good. But what I was going to say was, first of all, is this a viable build? Remember, replica builds were pretty trashy last year. Is this a viable build? Can you see yourself working with this build? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know in the chat. Are you able to customize? You are able to customize the template, but if you customize, if you use this, just say as a guideline, so you could pull up one of these template builds and just use it as like a guideline for your build. But the second that you modify it is the second that you lose all of the animations that come with the build. If you leave it as is, all his animations will be available to you right off rip. Lose the animations if you edit facts. No squad rec and squad rec. Yeah, I think it's pretty dope. No squad rec and squad rec is what the community. Listen, I've been saying this, that 2K is giving us what we want. And it looks like they're trying to answer the call of the community. So it's pretty dope. I love the idea of no squads rec and squads rec. I think you guys are going to be way more disappointed because I don't think this is the year that folks should be running with no squads. So I think folks are going to have, I think a lot of players are going to be disappointed with their no squads experience. I should say that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let me know. All City Red said is yes. Is this a viable option? Can you make this build go out there and compete? Slit said I could use that build. I change up a few things if it were actually making my own build. Yeah, I get that. I think it's a viable option as well, especially for a template build. Let's move on. Let's move on. So I'm gonna give you guys some options. Matter of fact, let's pull up Tatum. Let's pull up Tatum because I think everybody is wondering about Tatum as well. A Tatum type of build. Let's pull up Tatum and see what we got. We got Zach Lavine. All right. Okay. Oh man, hopefully this joint is not blurry. Let's see what this thing looks like here. As that came out kind of small. All right, it is kind of blurry, but at least we could see some numbers. I could probably relay them to you. Jason Tatum. Ooh, just looking across the board, that's an 80, right? 82, 83, 80 ball handle, 85 perimeter defense, 75 speed, 75 acceleration. You see the balance? Yeah. Yo, what up, underrated reply guys in the building? Appreciate you making that builder tool. That was really dope, underrated reply guy. I was talking about it earlier today as soon as I started the live stream. So salute to underrated reply guy for sharing that within our Discord as well. We got clearer images for some of the other ones, but Jason Tatum's pretty blurry. But you guys can see the bars, and it pretty much looks like he's in the 80s, and that's balanced across the board. 80s in his finishing. 80s for his shooting. He's able to get 80 ball handles, so I'm sure that unlocks a good amount of animations. And 85 perimeter defense. All City Big Red with a $10 super chat. He says some of those templates are superstars. So that's 2K telling us what they believe a superstar is. Interesting. All City Big Red putting it down. Facts. Tatum build is a win to me. I think it's a win too. I'm pretty surprised. If anything, I'm pretty surprised because I thought 2K was going to be way more restrictive. Now, you don't need to necessarily make this build, right? But let's say, for instance, you want to increase your 3-ball. Let me move the build thing behind the super chats. Yeah, let me move that behind there. Sorry, yeah. Because then you can see the images come up and then the chat box as well. Where's the chat box at? All right, there we go. So I thought 2K was gonna be way more. Shanice just pre-ordered. I'm gonna pre-order. I was supposed to pre-order yesterday, but I was looking at gameplay reviews for Starfield. And man, there was such mixed reviews. I wasn't sure what to do. I might end up getting Starfield today, though. What I was gonna say was, let's say you want to increase your 3-ball. And we still don't know how these attributes are tethered per se. I know they're going through it right now. $9.99 from Hawaiian Charisma. Let me move this alert box. Man, all right. Alert box over here. The big super chats. that over there. All right. And what I'm getting at is if you want to increase your three ball, you could lower, say, your driving layup or your post control, and you still have freedom to increase that three ball to, say, like a 90. Or you could lower some of the other attributes, like in your playmaking. And you can, and he already got speed to 75, which I think is crazy. Hawaiian Charisma with the 999 super chat said, "Yo, AC, ready for 2K24. I'm leaning towards slashing, but the picking my affiliation is tough." Well, if you're leaning towards slashing, you want a boost to your slashing, depending on how many attributes you put into your slashing. If you put, say, sufficient amount into your finishing, then you may choose the elite joint just so you can get a boost to where you're lacking. So folks are choosing, like, thinking of new strategies on how to choose those affiliations. We don't yet know if those attribute boosts, the permanent attribute boosts, are working in different game modes, and we don't yet know if they unlock badges and animations. So still some questions that need answers. Well, I'm gonna get this blurry image off the screen. Tatum, balance, and it looks like you got freedom in the builder to make some other things happen. Let's see who else we can go with. Paul George, Josh Giddey, Jaylen Brown, Ingram, Bridges. Which one do we? Lavine? Let's get a Paul George up here. Let's get a Paul George. Hopefully it's a clearer image. Let's see here. Where is my build image? There we go. Man, I got so many things. I should have set this up prior. Let's get a Paul George up here. Oh my God. That joint is gigantic. We'll fit it to the screen right now. Transform. Fit the screen. There we go. All right. That's much clearer on the eyes. Jesus Christ. The other one had me going. Good luck spending $500 for builds. Why would we need luck to spend $500 for builds? I am not spending no money. Do Kawhi or Jimmy Butler? I got Jimmy Butler as well. We could pull up Jimmy Butler next. Yes, sir. King of New York. What up, man? Jaren Jackson. Jokic. We just did Jokic. We just did it. You could just rewind it. We'll pull up Cat as well. Much better image, and we'll start from the top. And I'm only really trying to get an idea of balance versus like restrictions. I'm trying to see if it's balance or there's heavy restrictions, and hopefully you guys can help me here. What up, Dano? What's good? Oh, I got coffee. I am like parched. No money spent all year. You should use a template to save VC on animations. It's not a bad idea, but I'm not too concerned about it. Zay KG, what up? They messed up the affiliations, giving one of them defense and shooting. 90% of the community going there. That's why everyone went to Sunset all them years ago. And it's facts. I can see. I feel the same way. I feel like it's possible that they messed it up. But it's obvious. I tell you one thing. It's obvious that 2K did that intentionally. This is why I'm kind of suspect on it, because I know 2K knew that the community was going to lean towards defense and shooting. This is what makes me kind of lean towards the idea that finishing is definitely going to be crazy this year. And they put it out there for you guys to choose defense and shooting, knowing that that's where the community's been for a couple years. They made that choice to do that, thinking that you guys were going to lean that way and not fully take in how much effort they put into finishing and playmaking and what it is to be a slashing playmaker. So I don't know. Interesting. I'm thinking of elite as well, because what up, Frank Daniel, Rome in the building. I just don't know if I could trust 2K to go with Rise. Poor George build. So he has a good driving dunk. 85, interesting. But you see how he's able to get that 83 ball with the 85 driving dunk. So right off rip and get 85 ball handle. Oh my god. So 75 for pass accuracy looks, is that 75 or 76? All right, 76. Is that, am I reading that right? Yeah, that's 76. Speed with ball looks like it's going to be 75 again for taller players. Perimeter defense. So he's able to get all that offense and still get a 91 perimeter defense. Where does he sacrifice at? Speed is at a 79. Acceleration at a 74. His strength is a bit lower. Vertical at a 75. Stamina 93. What up, Russellmania? All the templates have low speed. Yeah, I've noticed. This one has pretty decent speed. But I noticed that the templates have low speed out there. There goes my point forward build. You like this build? He better be slow. 79. I noticed it's like Shanice just mentioned. The builds have like low speed. And we noticed that a lot. But these are not really small builds. Dano in the building said, I can't wait to see this free-to-play thing play out. Is AC going to run career games on stream? I'm not sure how I'm going to approach it, but, it's no money spent. All City Big Hex said, $2 super chat from All City Big Hex said, I'm going with Jokic's template as my main build. Really? Really? That's interesting. That is interesting. Post scoring. That's demigodish. Well, there's freedom. This is what we're learning from the builder. There's freedom. It's not going to be as restricted. Like 2K just didn't drop a game to say we're restricting you and tough, deal with it. It looks like they really got into the builder, something that they've been needing to do for years, and really sort things out appropriately so that we can make the builds that we want to make to play like our favorite NBA players. The Wheezy TV with the 199 super chat said, about to spend hours in the builder. That is big, big facts. We are about to be in that builder for a minute. Is that he said that wasn't me? Ball City Big Hex said, what the hell? Somebody's already copying you. That's weird. All City Big Red with the $5 super chat said, I might make 3 builds one night, dropping that bread. So, all right, so we got that. We have the Paul George. Next, we wanted Jimmy Butler, right? So we'll go through Jimmy Butler. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Jimmy Butler's a clean image as well, so I'll pull that up right now. I know a lot of folks are wondering about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler. Okay, Jimmy Butler in the building. Hawaiian Charisma with the 199 super chat says Giannis build finna go crazy with bulldozer. Bro, there's a bootleg hack. Yeah. Oh, if the bootleg hack wants the super chat, I'm cool with that. I might make 5 bills the first night, but I'm super hesitant to drop the money on it. I need a young Shaq build. It would have been nice to see a young Shaq build. I ain't even gonna front, Rod. I ain't even gonna front. When can we access the builder? On release day, you could access the builder. City, do they have a Popeye Jones build? Not that I seen. Not that I have on the list. 6'7" strength. They disrespected Jimmy. 67 strength. They disrespected Jimmy. All right, let's go through it. Driving layup, he's able to finish. So he's going to be able to finish. He has an 80 driving dunk. So I look at these thresholds and I say, is threshold good enough? 80 driving dunk, I'm seeing that quite often. But then on this build, there's a 79 3 ball, which I think is sufficient. But then you see his pass accuracy and his ball handle are 80 and 80. You see, I saw some other bills with a 75. So I look at these bills and I see where I can sacrifice. Perimeter defense at an 87 and steal at an 89. So I would be able to drop some pass accuracy and put up my steal and my perimeter defense. The same with post scoring. I would drop that, or post control. I would add some acceleration or speed or whatnot, or even strength for that matter. All City Big Red with the $5 super chat said, never said I was going to go broke one night. I just will have them ready. Facts. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be in that builder too, because I got to make the right build. Every build that I make, it has to last me the entire season, because I can't delete any builds. I won't have time to grind another build out. So every build that I make has to last me the entire season. So I'm going to choose extra cautious. I'm going to be extra cautious when I choose, actually, I should say. Speed goes up to an 80, acceleration is 75, and strength 67. Out of 6-7, I don't see that as too bad, yeah? You hella confused? Well, I wouldn't dig too deep into it. Heck, this just means if someone's creating troll accounts for you, heck, that just means you're doing your job right. That's all that means, bro. And they did a super chat, so that obviously I could see if your account was real. So they wanted me to shout out your account, so that way they could start putting things afterwards. I guess they didn't factor in that you was gonna be here. But this just means when you start seeing troll accounts with your name, this just means you're doing your job right, man. Folks are trying to emulate you. Folks, you're taking up real estate in people's minds. So that's a good thing. Marathon the Boogie with a 199 super chat said, to wait a week is criminal at this point. Folks are desperate. They're like heavily anticipating this stuff, and I don't blame y'all, man. What up? I'm from BMF. Thomas, what's good? I'm chilling, bro. Hemi buckets. Kyrie or Curry build? Nah, we don't have neither. We don't have neither. Let's see which one we can go with. Bradley Beal, Lavine. Lavine? I don't know who's the first of all, salute to Black Mamba and Big Heck for All City Big Heck for sending me these builder images. Black Mamba sent me this in our Discord, and I'm gonna, because I don't know who's the streamer. Maybe you guys know who's the streamer. Salute to that guy for going over this stuff, but I'm gonna pull up Lavine. I don't know who that guy is. Maybe you guys know better than I. I'm gonna move him over just so you can see who the guy is. This guy here. This guy, the streamer. But Zach Lavine. No Giannis template that I see here. Zach Lavine. You look at his attributes: driving layup, a 90 driving dunk. So when you get a 90 driving dunk, where do you need to sacrifice? Oh my God. That is scary. Talk about where do you sacrifice? Look at that, man. Defense. What up, Jesus? I want to be like Rome when I grow up. Dano in the building. Yo, what in the world? That was a hell of a sacrifice. That's an hella offensive oriented build. 84 ball handle. I wonder what the reasoning was behind 84 ball handle. $10 super chat from King of New York. 5 out, gonna have slashers as corner shooters. Brick. I don't know. Folks saying that, Mike Wang has confirmed that you can be deadly with a 75 3 ball. So low 3 balls have been confirmed. But folks, if they hear 75, for some reason, somebody's going to want to push it to, well, I could shoot with a 53 ball. Some dude is going to say, I just put 50 on my joints and I be splashing. They be going 1 for 25. But when you have the conversation with them, they be like, yeah, I be splashing, B. What's your shooting percentage? 2.3%, bro. You said what? I said, what? Huh? 2.3. What? You already know these boys be in their own minds, bro. They be wild. You be splashing, huh? Yeah, I got a 2.3 3-point percentage. Oh man. I'm making an 80s baby this year. Ain't that sounding good, Don? That OG defense. Oh man. So Zach Lavine, I mean, it's looking good. You did hella sacrifice on defense, but we're gonna see a lot of this out there, yeah. He's at 2.3. It's crazy. We're gonna see a lot of this. Oh, City Big Red with the $2 super chat. That OG defense, crying face emoji, dead. Uh, I'm glad that we saw one of the NBA templates like this because we already know players. What size do they have? I don't know what size is Zach Lavine. Oh, he got it covered. Does anybody know Zach Lavine's height? Oh, it says it here, 6'5". Interesting. 6'5". So if you guys don't know, what up, OG? Look at OG's in the building right now. So if you guys don't know, 6'5s have the option. There's the difference. If you look at the finishing, and there's going to be the difference maker that a lot of folks aren't taking into consideration. The 6'4 guards, they're going to play like guards because they're not going to have the tools to finish strong in the paint. In comparison to a player from the differences between 6'4 and 6'5, at least what we gathered from the badge requirements, 6'4 to 6'5, you're going to see 6'4s with more dribble animations, having the option to choose more dribble animations. At least that's what it looks like so far. But they're going to be limited on the stronger finishing badges. At 6'5, you get the option to get those stronger finishing badges. And although you may not have the option to finesse with the dribble moves, we already seen through the gameplay clips that taller players will be able to get their speed boost animations and such. So you add that to finishing really strong with these particular badges, and we should see a hell of a difference between a 6'5 guard and a 6'4 guard, 6'4 and below. So I think 6'5, I would love to see 6'5s back on the scene. Like I dead would love to see that happen. Wiz NYC with the $2 super chat said, "Can I choose elite even if I make a yellow blue?" You can. You can choose elite, and some folks are going to use this as a strategy. You see, if you put enough, a sufficient amount of attributes into your finishing and your playmaking, and say you're lacking attributes on defense and shooting, you may want to make up with that, make up for that lack in choosing the elite affiliation so you can get that permanent attribute boost to defense and shooting. So a lot of players are going to use that as a strategy, and vice versa. If you're lacking in shooting and in finishing and playmaking, but you have sufficient for defense and shooting, you may want to consider Shakedown's Rise affiliation to add some boost to where you're lacking. So definitely something to consider. Anyone with S tier Hall of Fame badges has sacrificed something abundant. Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what 2K. So 2K knew. They knew when they gave those badge requirements, it pretty much said, like I said yesterday, limitless range is a perfect example. 2K learned that in 2K23, they had the limitless range badge at 92. And gold was pretty much all you needed for limitless range. Some folks were knocking down with silver, but gold was good enough, and you saw the differences. It wasn't. Matter of fact, silver was like good enough. Gold was really good, is what I should say. And gold, you needed a 92 to get limitless range on gold. But having to put your three ball up to a 92 meant that you could still get a 92 driving dunk. You could still get ball handle on your build and some defense, even with your physicals being at a sufficient level. So what they did for 2K24 is they pushed that badge that they know the community is going to be trying hard to get. They pushed that up to 96 at the gold level, 99 at the Hall of Fame level. 96, pushing those attributes up to 96 means that you're gonna sacrifice somewhere, and you're gonna see the difference from 92 to 96. You're gonna be like, damn, that's taxing me. I have a feeling. Dawski, what up? So they know what they were doing. They were smart in what they was doing. I have a feeling that the homie Wolf played a big influence in helping them understand why they should make these type of adjustments. Anybody else we need to see? Who the homie said we got? So we got Clay. Should I pull up Clay? I know a lot of people seen Clay. Maybe some in here have not seen it yet. So I'll just pull it up and we could talk about it so you can get an idea of a shooter build. This is a clearer image if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'll pull up Clay. His strength is awfully low for being an elite dunker, in my opinion. Interesting. Hold on a second. That's pretty interesting. I didn't even catch that, Red. I didn't really catch that. Hold on. Let me get back to Lavine. Let me get back to Lavine real quick. Yeah, that is a 45 strength. So the word on the street is that you need to have strength in your finishing. But Red just pointed out that Zach Lavine, although he has a 90 driving dunk, he only has a 45 strength. So that is hella something to take note of, y'all. Something to take note of. No KD build. I don't think I got KD. Heck, did we get KD's build? I don't think we got KD's build. Template builds are looking dope though, right? I can't front. Salute to 2K. They must have been working with somebody because these template builds compared, we don't got D Fox either. There's a limited, you don't get to choose every single NBA player, just so y'all know. There's going to be a limited amount of players. I don't know if they're going to add them throughout the seasons or something like that, but there's only a limited amount of NBA player template builds. I'm not sure if we got them all. Are we going to see some more when we get our hands on the game? This is some pie chart cheese and on the cover. Yeah, it is. It is. That's a good way to put it. I got a feeling that the player model stats aren't the same as the in-game player stats. Dunking is vertical and driving is attributes. Hell no, these look trash. Paul said these look trash. Well, this one in particular, but we've seen some balanced builds. We've seen some builds that you can say, all right, I understand why that's done. Icon Chat has a custom 6'2 build I posted. All right, appreciate you, bro. Let me double check that. 6'2. Let's see what the 6'2. I'm definitely curious about a 6'2. Definitely curious about a 6'2. Let's go see. The homies Big Red said it's in the Icon Chat. So let me. That's thanks for the $2 super chat, Red. Appreciate you, bro. Icon. Let's see what we got here. Black Cobra said we weren't able to equip any badges or animations. Is the reverse Grinches available now? Because I'm finna get those. Is that what? Where is it at? Is that the 6'2"? Yeah, that's a 6'2" right there. Okay, let's see if we can save this. It's pretty blurry. I'll try and save it just so y'all can see it. That's 6'2". 6'2". Save. Yeah, that's gonna be really bad. But we'll pull it up just so y'all can see it as well. Let me go in here and pull up the 6'2" build. All right. Let's see what we got here, Coachy. Let's see what we got here. What's we working on? I can't even see those numbers. I can't even do nothing with that. I know y'all can't see it either. But I see a 99, like a super high ball handle, but no defense. Super high speed and acceleration. Clearly an offensive build, but at least you guys get an idea of how these 6'1" meta builds from 2K23 are going to be limited on 2K24. So it looks like they went super high ball handle, which if they lowered that ball handle, that'll give them more room to add in other places. the basic idea behind these smaller builds is like, all right, can they get speed? Can they shoot? So you're thinking of speed, you're thinking of the shooting attributes, the playmaking attributes, and that's going to be their primary attributes that they're using. Anything additional will be hella beneficial and lean towards meta. So then you start looking at finishing. What does finishing look like and defense look like after that? They got their three main categories in shooting, playmaking, and physicals in regards to speed and acceleration. So they were able to accomplish that, but they weren't able to accomplish the defense and the finishing. They got a fair look. He got layup. He don't even have no driving dunk. So it looks like they took care of that as far as the meta is concerned. We're not exactly sure. We'll have to get our hands on the builder, but from the looks of this image, they put the right restrictions in. Now, let's take into consideration that this ball handle looks like it's at a 98 or something like that, which you could definitely lower down and get a ton of attribute points to apply in other areas, which means he may be able to boost up his driving dunk. I don't know what's that three ball at, but it looks like a 90 or something, 93. So he could lower that to 86 and still get something else. So, still a lot to be desired, a lot of questions that need answers in regards to a build like that. Interesting stuff, though. Interesting stuff. Marcus Smart. There goes another build. Marcus Smart. Driving dunk, driving layup. He's low driving layup. Three ball 82. Balanced playmaking. But he went super high perimeter defense. So you can get some defense and shoot. You can get some defense and shoot. Have a good enough speed and acceleration. 75 strength. Do you see the build here? Yeah. Do you see what's going on here? Lockdown type of build. You're going to be able to have an 80-some three ball and be a lockdown. And still have some playmaking. And still have some finishing. If you swap the layup with the driving dunk. It's this type of stuff that I find super interesting to see where did they cap, because he got his physicals, he got his defense, he got decent playmaking, he got a three ball that's gonna knock down, he sacrificed finishing, but you could swap some of this stuff out, like close shot, lower that, and increase the driving dunk. I see a lot of close shot up there. Oh my God, in rec matchup, you get to see the attributes of who you're guarding. Let's go. That's dope. That's dope. Appreciate you sharing that, King of New York. Devin Rowett said, gonna be a lot of pick and roll with smaller builds. Dano says Zion build probably would be fun. Ooh, slashers, stand up. They finna go crazy. Jesus Shuttleworth says 6'1" is a way better. This guy relying on badges. Got to remember, badges are icing on the cake. Make sure your stats are good, not just badges and caps. Don't let 2K fool ya. Don't let them fool ya. Badges have always proven to be extra important in 2K. They're saying badges. It's some that they've been trying to push for a long time. Like badges are just the icing on the cake. Badges pretty much make up the player. And if badges were just the icing on the cake and it had solely, everything to do with your attributes, then the whole system kind of collapses. The idea is the whole the idea of floor setters kind of collapses. So badges are going to be extremely important. And, sometimes the icing on the cake is what makes the cake. So, maybe you're right in that sense. So I have a feeling that the icing on the cake, in this case, in regards to badges, is what's going to make the cake digestible. So, what I mean to say is that as important as your attributes are in allocating them to meet thresholds and unlock badges and animations, the icing on the cake in this particular case is going to really help change up your gameplay. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully it's the case that the icing on the cake does really, truly impact your gameplay. I don't want it to be all about badges, but in this type of system where you use your attributes to get the additional help from badges. This type of system was made perfect. So I mean to say, if you get those badges and you lock in those badges, then there has to be a good enough reason to keep those badges in place. Otherwise, your attributes are everything. You don't need badges. So we hopefully we see a noticeable difference between those folks who have strategically set up their badges using floor setters and working hard to get badges to a certain level. Hopefully we see a difference in their gameplay. Not some bum who just exploits the game and is exploiting badge made. I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see the play style get a boost when they apply. So I'm thinking, imagine shot creator. So if a shot creator is able to take leaners, as he gets his badges up, now he could take spin fades and, you know, all this type of stuff. Better, more success at the step backs and the hop jumpers, and, you know, more success in those areas. That's what I'm hoping badges do. My thoughts is no one's keeping all the S tier badges Hall of Fame, so I don't think you can just crutch on badges this year. Big facts. I appreciate you sharing that. Yep. I don't think you're exactly right. I don't think you can crutch on badges because of the regression and progression system. It's going to be tough to just crutch on badges. You know who's going to keep their badges? Spot up shooters. Spot up shooters are going to keep their badges. They're going to be consistent. And I think I want to lean towards like shot creating on my taller build. I'm thinking a 6'10" to start out with, because I want to have fun this year. Step backs, hop jumpers, fades. I kind of want to have fun. So I'm going to add some shot creating to my 6'10", see how that works out. And hopefully those badges would help out as well. Hella interesting stuff, man. What up, Check? You was good. Anthony Edwards template should be fire. We don't have that. Let me pull this up here and see what else we do have, because we have a bunch. We have a bunch of template builds. We have a bunch of them. 395 in the chat. Is that right? Let me refresh that.
Oh my gosh!
I gotta really look into. I gotta really look into the viewer counter for OBS. They gotta have a better one out now. NBA 2K24 template builds. Siakam. Y'all want to see that one? Josh Giddey, Lavine, Tyler, Beal, Ingram. Let me go into this one here, and we'll pull up. Let's pull up this one. Michael Porter Jr. 84 3 ball, 91 mid with an 83 driving. It's a blurry image. Balance is, you know, these things look balanced. We don't got no DeMar template. Again, you're not going to be able to choose every single NBA player. Hopefully, we're not mistaken, because I don't think 2K really made this that clear for everybody. I think folks are thinking that they could make every single NBA player. There's going to be a limited amount of NBA template builds. Hopefully, 2K starts adding throughout the year some more builds. Hopefully, that's a thing. But I know to start out with, there's going to be a limited amount of template builds. Let's pick Josh Giddey. I think this one was kind of... We got Jaylen Brown. Yeah, that was kind of... That's Josh. They knew not to put KD template on day one. Devin said that would have been the go-to. Extremely high pass accuracy. Sacrificed on his finishing, but guys driving layup. 75 3 ball. Sacrifice on defense. Guys speed up. So do you see how, you know, when you make builds for so long, you spend so much time on the builder, you could instantly look at this stuff and see what was going on. All City Big Red said, drop 2 bills in the takeover menu in the icon chat. All right, let's see what that... Appreciate the $5 super chat. Let's get it. Let's see what they're talking about. Here we go. Here, much clearer image too. All right, much clearer image. Yeah, a 6'9" build. Interesting. Let's see what a 6'9" build looks like. Salute to Big Red for sharing this with us. Let me pull this up. We're gonna look at what a 6'9" build. This should answer a lot of questions for us. 6'9". Let me put that in there. Stretch Pig, what up? Let me move my because I be trying to 6'9". All right, save. And then let me get the other image up while I'm here so that I have to come back. Takeover selection menu. Oh, you guys want to see the takeover selection menu. Save image. Takeover selection. I spelled that all the way wrong, but it's okay. It's only for my eyes. Takeover selection. And then we have the 6'5" build, which I'm heavily interested in. So we got a 6'5" and a 6'9" build. 6'5" desktop, 6'5", 6'9", and takeover selection. All right, let's get to it. Appreciate you, Big Red, for sharing that, helping keep this stream going. Let's get into it. I'm gonna pull up the images right now. First off, I know you guys want to see the takeover selection menu, so I'm gonna pull up the takeover selection menu before we get into the 6'9" build. Let me get that working. This is what it's gonna look like when you're trying to select your takeovers during the game, yeah. So again, during the game, we were wondering, we were saying it's gonna be tough to select your takeovers on the fly because you're gonna be fumbling to try and make it happen. But as you guys see, it's gonna be icon based. So you either press X, square, you need sharpshooting take, press square, you need a slashing take, press triangle, defensive L1. I don't know what's that other one on R1, or even the circle, or the maybe finishing is X and triangle is ball handle. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I appreciate that. What up, JP for 3? What's good? What up, A Rich? What's goody? Let me find out you cooking up. I'm definitely, it's gonna be tough for me to cook up. I'll be probably making bacon, egg, and cheeses for the rest of the team that are getting their build ready, getting that VC. I'm down to be cooking up, but it might be in the literal sense. I'll be getting everybody sandwiches. You could call me like the water boy. You could call me like, especially in the first 2 weeks, whenever you come in, just be like Bobby Boucher. Yo, what up, Bobby Boucher? Because I'm gonna be in somebody's backpack for like a good 2 to 3 weeks. R1 is physicals. Okay, R1 is physicals. There we go. R1 is physicals. Squad and no squad rec confirmed. Yep, we went through that. Yeah, squad and no squad rec confirmed. Please don't start with that stuff. Oh, the freaking crazy thing. Chef City. Circle gotta be Mamba mentality. Oh, that's true. That's true. Jay Johnson, what up? We did go over centers. I could pull up a center again, but right now we're gonna go after we see the takeovers. These are how you're gonna choose your takeovers during the game. So mid game, when you fill up your bar, and you can see the percentages as well. Just so you guys know, what you see here is your percentages. The one all the way to the left is gonna be your right under where it says 13 points, because I know you guys can't see my arrow, my mouse. Right under where it says 13 points, that's one bar full. And then you got the second bar full, and it shows your percentages at 19%. And then you have your Mamba mentality bar. That's the third bar, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe that's a team take. Maybe that's team take bar. Yeah, because the Mamba mentality, I think, is something different. That could be a team take, or it could be Mamba. I guess we'll find out. What do y'all know about that? Is obviously a center type of build. So at 13, another thing to know is that he got 11 rebounds. So this seems to be a center type of build. He has 13 points with 11 rebounds. He's working on his second bar, and he has an A grade. because your teammate grade is going to be important this year. So those type of stats will get you an A grade. Just so you guys know. James Williams with the 4.99 super chat said, "Wait, they have no squads wrecked this year?" Yes, they have no squads wrecked this year. It's been confirmed. Yo City, you brought up a good point. We must pick wisely affiliations that can give a boost in the categories we're lacking. It's interesting, Alonzo Walker. Alex Gibson, pretty sure the red X backs out the menu. Okay, the red X backs out the menu. That probably makes more sense, Alex, because circle is always, to go back. No squads wreck sounds cool. Yeah, it does sound cool for me. 70% is team take. Oh, so it is team take. All right, that's good to know. So 70%. I think the percentages are good because a good amount of times, how many times has this happened to y'all? You can't tell me this didn't happen to y'all on 2K24 and it seemed on 2K23 and it seemed intentional. How many times have you guys gotten team takeover with like less than a minute left in the fourth quarter and didn't get it the whole game? Mind you, you've been killing the whole game. You're beating the team by 50 points and they get team takeover before your team gets team takeover. Just such high levels of goofiness. And it was like too often that your team got team takeover with less than a minute left in the fourth quarter. It was just way too often for my liking. So this idea of percentages to give us a visual of where our team is at in regards to team takeover, I think is a really good thing. Where do you go to play with? Jay Johnson said, "Where do I go to play with the builder?" The last I heard, you have to go to New Zealand. Yeah, the game ain't out. Man, the game ain't out. Uh, Prince Ron donated 199 super chat. What they mean, no squad rec? It means that you will not face a squad when you go into the rec center. It means that everybody on the court is a random, is what they mean. That's when you get mama mentality, though, only. Gambino, that's what I'm thinking too. All right, let's get to the next one. So I've got the homie All City Big Red has sent us a 6.5 build and a 6.9 build. I would like to pull up the 6.9 build first so we can see the differences and restrictions, because everybody knows what a 6.9 was on 2K23. So this is huge. Right off rip. Right off rip. Whoa. Oh my God. Talk about different. Talk about just a quick glance. Just a quick glance, because when you're making them 6.9s, you're looking at thresholds. Bang, 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 bang. My 6.9 had met the threshold for limitless gold on both takeoff and range. So for shooting, I got limitless gold. For finishing, I got limitless takeoff on gold as well. Right off rip, you see neither one of those are even an option. 86 driving dunk and a 78 three ball. Mind you, I had like an 87 ball handle. This one only got an 80. I was able to get my defense was lacking. This has some perimeter defense and it has some steel on it as well. So my defense was lacking. That's the choice. That's the area where I chose to lack. So I don't know if you can make that happen if you sacrifice defense and then apply it to your offense. But this looks like it got nerfed to the ground. I don't know what you guys see here. Do you guys see the same thing I see? Speed is up to an 81. Acceleration at a 73, which is fairly decent, but the strength is pretty low. Prince Ron says, so you can get in the rec. Yeah, you can. There's going to be squads and no squads. So for folks that want to go in with their 5, they'll go into the squads version of the rec center. And for folks that are looking to have a random experience like the theater or something like that, then you'll go in just by yourself. Percy said, I'm going to Rise. Is it confirmed that we get less rep for playing in the opposite? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. So that's the 6.9 build. That's the 6-9 build there, y'all. I don't know what y'all see. Jack of all trades build to me. Yeah, it looks like balance is gonna prove to be some. For me, it's gonna prove to be more because I'm going no money spent this year. But it never fails that the 2K community, they take risks. So they're gonna strive for some of these key badges to see how it changes up their gameplay. And then when other players start to see them take those risks and be successful, that's when they're gonna say, damn, I want to do that too. Jay Johnson with the 9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Jay Johnson. All love. Said he appreciate that, my G. Salute to you, bro. What you thinking about starting with? I'm thinking of a 610 build, but I got to get in that builder. We're going to be here the first night. We're going to have a ton of builds for you guys the first night because the All City team is going to be streaming their individual builds, and we're going to be covering 1 through 5. So if you're making a center build, you might want to come here, see what type of build our homies are making for the center position. Same with a lock, same with a point guard for every position, 1 through 5. You can come right here to All City Live TV on release night, and I'll be able to direct you to the streamers. I'll have each one of their streams up, and I'll be able to direct you to the build of your choice. This way we could kind of, you don't need to be searching. If like your favorite streamer or creator is not making the build that you're looking for, we'll have that covered here. So hopefully you guys can come through. The 6-9 build looks bad, to be honest. It surely does. It surely does. It's good. I think it's good. Just because we see the 6-9 build look bad, we've seen, I gotta tell you, we've seen NBA template builds looking way better than this. Way better than this. 2K NBA template builds looking way better than this. Inspire Rise said same game. Man, it's not good to regurgitate things that you, and I mean this with all due respect. In my opinion, I don't find it a good idea to regurgitate things that you hear or see on the internet. Make a fair assessment. If I'm making a, now you guys know I'm hella skeptical. I was hella skeptical of 2K24 and my hopes were not high at all. But when I saw all the changes to the game, all the restrictions to builds and the badges and the whole new system and layout of the game, aesthetically and the inner workings of 2K, I personally find it impossible to label this game the same game. Impossible. If we just looking at the 6-9 build, this build alone tells you it's not the same game. So this is why, oftentimes a lot of these folks just kind of regurgitate everything they hear or they see. And I made a video this year claiming that it's possible 2K24 may very well be the same game. And I'll tell you right here on live stream, I was extremely mistaken, highly mistaken when I made that video. It was speculation because we didn't have no information. But still, I was wrong. Clear as day, wrong, in my opinion. So, Christopher Smith with a $10 super chat said, bro, 610 get a lot of Hall of Famer badges that aren't too taxing that you can use often. Thank you, Christopher Smith, for saying that. So now I could confidently look at a 610 build. Alonzo Walker said, I was trying my hardest to be the biggest hater on 2K24, but I'm actually liking this balanced builder. I'm not sold on everything, but I like this. I feel the same way, Alonzo. I wasn't intentionally trying to be a hater. I was so disappointed with my experience with 2K23, and over the last few years been disappointed from 21 to 23 that I was just a skeptic when it came to 24. And I'm glad, I'm so happy and grateful that 2K is trying to alleviate a lot of the concerns that I had. Hawaiian Charisma with the 199 super chat said, that's why I'm subscribed, because AC keeps it 100. I appreciate that. Salute to you, man. I appreciate that. Hall of Fame Closerly badge for 2K24. What up, Thorin? Chat in All City, I saw red gameplay from Double H. And the pro play is not technology. I was waiting. Feels like the same game, bro. Definitely doesn't. Definitely doesn't it doesn't look like the same game. We've analyzed this thoroughly since they started releasing gameplay. And we saw so many differences in regards to the motion, the movement. I don't know what were the expectations for pro play, but in my opinion, if you the way in which I was looking at it, and if it is, trust me, if it's the same game, if it ends up being the same game, I will say I'm wrong about this and we'll talk about it in another live stream or video. But from what I've seen so far, and we look at the game differently because we make content, or someone like myself, I make content. So I'm looking for different things. The best way that I can put it is that 2K23, say, is like at 30, playing at 30 frames per second. And I'm not saying that's fact that it actually plays at 30. What I mean to say is imagine 30 frames per second. 2K24 seems to be 60 frames per second, where 2K24 just filled in a lot of the skip frames from 2K23. So that in turn, all those skip frames make up to 60, and that in turn leads to more fluid movement, where we was looking at things like Kyrie Irving's dribble animations and how he crossed over, and then when he went to pull back, he kind of used his hand to push the defender, and you saw that motion happening. I was just so impressed with all of these little factors in the game that I said, this is what 2K was missing. We used to have this type of fluidity before, and it looks like we went back to this type of fluidity. Don't get me wrong, I could understand, just like when I saw the gameplay leak, I went live immediately. So disappointed in what I saw in the gameplay leak. It looked slow, it looked clunky, it looked like it was indeed the same game until the 2K creators released the footage from Community Day and showed everything that they were doing with the game. In my opinion, hands down, definitely not the same game. Still to be determined. This is speculation because we haven't played the game ourselves, but we will soon see. Prince Ron with a 199 super chat said, hopefully you can have high three and mid and handles. It looks like you can. It looks like you can. That's the 6'9 build. We're going to get into the 6'5 build right now because I'm highly interested in a 6'5 build, and we'll see what that's about. We went over the 6'2 build. A 6'5 build. Oh my God. What is going on here? All right. And see, folks will stretch it, man. Pause. Folks will definitely trying to, they'll, oh my God, who is, should we even be looking at this build? Ugh. What are we doing out here? Who is making these builds? Am I tripping? Oh, I see disgustingness right here. Am I tripping? Who made this? See, this is user error right here. I don't even think we should be looking at this because this joint right here, we saw NBA template builds. This is like somebody who just wants to be different for the sake of being different. Is that a 99 3 ball? I have no idea what they have. Okay, that's probably, I missed the 99 3 ball. That's what changes everything. Some people, this is why NBA template builds are so important. But all right, so if I was to try to put myself in this man's shoes, probably when he put the 99 3 ball up, the mid range is heavily tethered to the 99 3. So that's probably why it went to an 85 mid range. This is a 6'5. It looks like, it looks like he's trying to be a hash type lock build. Maybe it's not so bad per se. Let's see, strength, steal 59, but perimeter defense. I don't know what this man is trying to do. I don't know if it's the restriction of the 99 and how restrictive it is to adding additional attributes elsewhere. But this looks like complete user error. Obviously, he wanted perimeter defense. It seems like his intention was to create a hash lock. But maybe he was like, I every time I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, I see something stupid. So I'm sorry. I can't. Thank you, Dre the Great. Thank you for saying that, man. You try to give folks the benefit of the doubt, and I'm looking at the build to say, okay, I see what he may have done. He might have been restricting. I'm like, no, but he added that. What the hell? So sorry, man. I can't do it, Captain. That joint is terrible. W hash. That joint is terrible. Yo, I wanted, I was interested in the 6'5" build, so I was hoping to see something special. But that joint right there, oh my god, Jesus Christ, who is this guy who made this build? Do we know? Red. I'm not trying to trash all over him. Maybe because I think this is one of the creators who went to Community Day. Maybe he mistakenly put this build out there. And maybe there's some that he knows that I don't know. All City Big Red said 2K Community Day member made that trash. I don't know who made Don't Hate Me. If you went to Community Day and you're a creator and you think I'm hating on your build, don't get into your Twitter finger feelings. Don't get into problems for the sake of getting into problems. I don't know who made the build. I'm looking at what's on screen and I'm calling it trash. I'm not calling you trash, but whatever build you made here, let it go, homie. Or homegirl, whether it was a female or a male who made this. This joint is no bueno. No bueno. I don't know what they were thinking. But it is what it is, man. Back to full screen. Let's get it. I'll put this back down full screen. But this, for the folks that wanted to see the Jokic build, this is the matter of fact, because we still could get the cat build. We have the Jokic. This is Jokic here. You can see the balance within the build. And then we can go into this as well because we still got the cat build. Let me see if I could pull it up for y'all. Because I know folks wanted to know about centers. Cat. There we go. And that's the cat build right there. And I mean, man, these centers got some, man. These centers, I don't know. 7 foot with an 83 ball. Look at the finishing. Sufficient playmaking, but really lacking on defense. These defensive attributes are like blowing my mind. Prince Ron said last, do they have a 6'3" build with high 3 and handle? I don't know. I don't see no 6'3". I'll double check. I'll double check the builds that I have. I imagine you're gonna be able to make a 6'3" with high 3 and handles. I imagine that's still gonna be an option for you. That's been like that for a lot of 2Ks. So it's just what are you gonna sacrifice to make that happen, and how much are you gonna sacrifice to make that happen? Is really, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with defense. Defense seems so costly. His defense is terrible. Yeah. I don't know what they got. I don't know what these folks got going on. These are NBA template builds. So I wish I could better understand what 2K means by this, by having a template build that has so much offense and very limited defense. And what's the reverse side of this look like? Extreme offense with very little, extreme defense with very little offense. No Embiid build that I got my hands on yet. There's a limited amount of template builds. We don't yet know how many per se, or at least I don't yet know how many there are. But if we do get more, I'll be able to show them to you guys. Yeah, he got a 70 ball handle. Facts, yeah. Twin said, I need to get my hands on this to understand it fully because everything seems to be expensive. Not necessarily. You know, it does seeming all right. So looking at this build, because ideally you'll say it seems to be expensive, but looking at this build, right off rip, I'd say I lower my close shot, at least from my play style. I lower my close shot down quite a bit. Then I lower my standing dunk to maybe 80. So that's a ton of attributes that I get. My mid-range shot goes down to 70. My three-point shot maybe could stay or go up. I lower my ball handle, maybe increase my pass accuracy to 75. And all of these attributes that I just saved from some of the other areas that I sacrificed, I'll put into my defense. And right away, instantly, you can create more balance. So, in some instances, I see that it can be taxing, and then I look at the attributes and where they were placed, and I'm like, well, maybe it's not that taxing because he could have sacrificed this attribute and placed it here. And I'm noticing that a lot throughout these builds. It seems like they did a good job because when you compare this build to some of the other builds and seeing how they were able to have these two categories sufficient enough to compete, or even up to three categories sufficient enough to compete. He said this build made me throw up. Like instead of doing with Speedball. Oh man, fun times, fun times. Gotta tell you, gotta tell you. Rec has game chat. Rec has game chat with all teams. So that's interesting. That's heck. Break records and backboards in the city. NBA 2K said break records and backboards in the city. Only in NBA 2K24 my career. Interesting. Interesting. LaMelo Ball? Did someone say LaMelo Ball? Do we want to see a LaMelo Ball build? That's Joe Knows. That's the ball. Ball. Save. Let's see what he's looking like. Let's see what he's looking like. I'll pull it up right now. El Joe Knows. 89 driving layup, 83 driving dunk. On a lot of these builds, I saw the layup higher than the driving dunk. Just so y'all know. He'll be able to finish really well. He has an 82-3. He'll be able to shoot really well. High ball handle with 87 with a 95 pass accuracy. Right off rip, off of those attributes alone, say, wow, you can get a lot for offense. Where do you sacrifice is the next question. You see, ideally on 2K23, this is what my build looked like. High on offense, and this is what my defense was looking like. I had even less defense than this, even though I was able to play defense on 2K23. And then, so you're going to sacrifice defense when you have that type of offense. But then you ask yourself, well, you have to sacrifice on your physicals. And he doesn't seem to have sacrificed that much, as he has an 82 speed and an 84 acceleration without losing stamina and a 70 vertical. You see the differences here. This looks like how my 6'9 build looked for 2K23. Might be me the wave. Yeah, the defense is trash, but it's how is that going to relate on the court? This is very similar to my favorite build on 2K23. I had very limited defense, but in 2K23, they allowed me to play defense with those low defensive attributes. Will NBA 2K24 allow you to play sufficient defense with these type of attributes? That's the question. I think I had an 80 perimeter defense with a 40 steal on my 6'9 build. So I couldn't play lockdown defense, and I would get cooked in a one-on-one for sure in 2K23. So we always had a lockdown. I was always the secondary defender. And we knew that because of my limitations. But in regards to zone defense, you barely could tell that I had those type of low attributes. I'm hoping that these type of low attributes on defense will be fully exposed. Like fully. They got to be fully exposed. Prince Ron said, with a 199 super chat, said, I'll sacrifice my post fade and driving dunk. I'm 6'3". There you go. 83 driving dunk with a 38 strength. And that's what we're wondering. Hoax, we've seen this a lot. We've seen Zach Lavine has a high driving dunk of a 90 with a 40-something strength. But the rumor going through the 2K streets was that you need strength to finish good, effectively. So maybe strength is more of a factor in finishing like posters and getting the bully animations or bulldozer animations, uh they got to make it matter. They like have to make it matter. Unless it's just a matter of play style. Like you want to finish this type of strong, or you want to finish with like it's like a Ja Morant type of finishing or a LeBron James type of finishing. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you can make that choice. And if you want the LeBron James type of finishing, then you increase your strength. If you want the Ja, then you could still take off without strength. So, interesting stuff. Is definitely a question that needs to be answered. I'm going to put this off screen and go into full screen and take this off of my screen as well. I got to reorganize this stuff. I'm going to have to, what I'm going to do now, y'all, is fix my hat. What I'm going to do now, y'all, is hit the 2K streets and, see if I could gather some more information, connect with the All City team, see what information we got, put it all together. So this way, when I'm on stream, I'm not winging it with y'all. So I need to get out there to put my finger on the pulse and see what's what. We got no squads rec. I may consider making a video on that as well. Hopefully you guys were able to get some good information today about the builder. Hopefully you guys are excited for 2K24. I'm super excited, heavily anticipating the release. We got to wait another week for this joint to drop. No money spent this year, man. No money spent. And it's a good year. It's definitely a good year. 2K is really, really making up for some stuff. It looks like they're answering the call for the 2K community, and I'm proud. I'm proud of 2K for bridging the gap. Super proud. It's a good year to be a 2K player. Hopefully they execute everything well. If they don't, you already know what we about. We finna talk about it. But if they do, we're gonna talk about it with that same energy. The same energy we could speak poorly about our experiences, the same energy that I try and speak when we have a good experience. And I'm looking forward to having a good experience on 2K24. Bring the fun back. Salute to all of y'all. Appreciate your time. Appreciate y'all joining. I will catch you guys either on the next video or the next live stream. Y'all be easy.